Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So I decided to do a video recorded reading today. Just felt the urge. I'm not gonna edit it, so it's just gonna be totally freestyle. So please forgive my bloopers, I guess you could say. So I'm just gonna shuffle and we'll see what comes out today as far as energy is concerned. So hopefully we will learn something valuable today. So I'm just gonna shuffle and we'll get started. Eight of Cups and Three of Pentacles. So I feel like there has been a walking away from a situation which has been invested into a long time and it's not working out. Nine of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords. Not happy. That's the energy. That's what I just heard. Not happy. We're walking away from a situation hoping that things would work out, and they're not, because we're finding that we're unhappy. Moon in reverse and the Sun. I feel like based on those cards, it was a risk. It's like we walked away from the situation truly not knowing what was going to happen, but we took the risk anyway. Gambled. And we're feeling like we're not happy. Ten of Swords in reverse and the Moon. But I feel like the feelings are not accurate. So it's like I took this risk not knowing what I'm getting myself into. I feel like I'm not happy. But it's like you haven't traveled far enough into the journey to really know if you're unhappy. It's like you're jumping the gun. I feel like what's coming through is there needs to be more time invested before a conclusion can be come to. The Hierophant in reverse and the Moon again. It's like you can't, whatever you have ventured into, you can't make judgments about the situation yet because it's too soon. Four of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands. It's just, I felt stress. It's like whatever you're doing is so stressful. It's like there's no peace yet. And that, to me, that is usually what happens when you step into a new arena in life. It always starts out stressful. So to expect that it's just going to be smooth sailing right off the bat is unrealistic. It's an unrealistic expectation. Um, Look at that's what just fell out of the deck. The devil and the page of swords. So yeah, um, it's in this case it's unreasonable to expect that you're gonna walk into a brand new situation and you're gonna be perfect at it. You're gonna be an expert at it. It's it would be ideal, of course, but not realistic and really not rational and not logical. So I feel like what's coming through is to be okay with the stress. Expect the stress, learn how to deal with the stress, and allow the situation to play out for a significant amount of time before conclusions are made, because in all likelihood the stress, it will dissipate as you become more comfortable in the situation, as you get your bearings, figure out what's going on, then make your conclusions. To make your conclusions at the height of stress is not wise. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that. Death to Nine of Swords. Yeah, so it's like no ending just because you feel stress. Stress is normal. Stress is natural at this point in the game. Yeah, look at that. 7, this is the situation as it stands. 7 of Pentacles. It's like we ventured into this new area, we took the risk, and now we're feeling like we were deceived. What are we getting ourselves into? What have we gotten ourselves into? But this card makes me feel like we don't have all the information yet. To leave the situation at this point would be deception to ourselves, because we haven't seen all the sights. There's still things that need to be seen. There are people that need to be met. There are experiences that need to be had. So, it's just, I feel like God's Spirit is saying, hold out just a little bit longer. It's like, let me show you everything that you need to see before you jump ship. I feel like this can be applied to all situations. So this reading is for anyone that has entered into a new chapter in their life and it's turned out to be not what they expected. And they feel stress. Keeping in mind, this is a new situation. So I feel like what God's Spirit is saying is stay the course. Don't give up yet. So what is helping the situation? It's like you're stuck. So whatever you have embarked onto, it's like you can't just pick up and leave. So this makes me feel like if it's a job, it's like it's a new job, you left your old job, perhaps you burned the bridges, can't go back, you have to stick it out. If this is a relationship, it could be like, well, we just got married, I can't just get divorced, or you know what I mean? So whatever the situation is, it's like you can't just up and leave, you're stuck there. And that's what's helping the situation, because you are stuck in the situation, you have the opportunity to think about the situation in depth. Because if you were to just easily get out of it, you would. But you're stuck. And that's helping you because you can't make any impulsive decisions. And the light around the head, you have time to really think about what you're doing. So that's good. What's hurting you? Four of Swords. So it's like, what I feel like is like you have the opportunity to think about things because you're stuck, but you're not doing it. This card makes me feel like avoidance. You're avoiding doing the necessary thinking about this situation, the necessary consideration of the situation. And it's hurting you. Because I feel like if you were really to think about what's happening, like step back and really look at everything that is happening in your experience, you would realize and understand that everything that's happening is natural, is normal, is expected, and because it is so, you can overcome it. All these stressful feelings are just par for the course. You're not experiencing anything out of the norm that any other person would experience or wouldn't experience. So this makes me feel like a mentor would be ideal. If you were to go and you would speak to people in a similar or who are in your similar situation but have some time under their belt, they would tell you like, look, this is normal, this is what I did to get where I am now. If you emulate me, you will also get to where I am now. So my advice, I think, at this stage of the game is seek out a mentor. Someone who's in your shoes, who has gotten through the initial stress. So Next card will be what will happen if you keep avoiding dealing with this situation. 9 of Wands. So that card makes me feel like if you do not start dealing with the stress that you feel, things will just get worse, not better. And the thing about it is, it can get better if you choose to deal with it. But if you avoid, things are just gonna get worse. So next card will be, why are we not dealing with this situation? Why are we avoiding dealing with the stress? Why is it easier to run away? What is at the root of this? 2 of Wands. So that makes me think like the reason that whoever this reading is for, the reason that you are not dealing with this situation is because I feel like there's a thrill in newness. It's like there's thrill for you in planning new adventures, starting new things in your life. You enjoy that. You enjoy the planning, you enjoy the acquiring, but then, and that's the thing, that's the high. The planning is the high. The going after what you want is the high. The sticking with it once things get stressful is the buzzkill, if you get what I mean. And that's the root. It's like you like the thrill of the chase. So I feel like you could have the thrill of the chase within the situation that you're already in. But you have to, just like you create these new situations, you can create them within your current situation. So I feel like the advice would be, this planning, do it within your situation. For instance, you're in this new job, create new opportunities to meet people or successfully complete some goal that you create for yourself in your new job. That will get you to stay. If every day you go into this new job and you have this new adventure that you have created for yourself, it'll be easier for you to stay. Because I feel like that's the energy that's coming through. God's Spirit wants you to stay in your current situation. Don't run from it. Not at this juncture, not at this point. Stay. So if you know that you are a type of person that needs the thrill of the chase, needs to plan, needs new adventure, create that within your current space. And it's possible. And the same applies to if this is a relationship. You like the thrill of the chase, you like new adventures. Well, create those new adventures within your relationship. Create new places to go see together. Create new things to experience together, new shows, new foods. Meet a new person in your significant other's life. Like there's so many opportunities for newness within your current structure. It's just you have to put effort into it. Um, yeah, so it's just whoever this reading's for, know that you like newness. So create it. Don't run to create something new elsewhere. Create it within your current space. This is a pass card. So sorry about that. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I just froze. Anyhow, so and this is the what's to be known about the past. It's like in the past, it's like you were happy. So I feel like that is also a problem moving into this new area that is now extremely stressful. It's that you know that in the past you were happy. So that makes it even doubly more stressful. It's like you're thinking in your head, why would I give up a part of my life that was fine to go into this mess, right? So I think that's another thing that needs to be combated. It's like you have to tell yourself, you too, if you continue, will also be happy. And think back to in the past, it wasn't all, unicorns and rainbows. I imagine that there was also a period of stress before you reach this. It's like cycles repeat themselves. So there's stress and then comfort. So to get here, before all these 9 cups, there was stress. I believe it, and I know it's true. So it's like stop looking at the past through rose-colored glasses. There was definitely stress in the past. It wasn't all comfort. And it's usually stress before comfort. So look at the past through realistic eyes, and not just what you consider to be good parts, because it's deceptive. It's deceptive to do that, and it just pushes you to make mistakes in the present. Look at the past and see it for its true colors, true nature, before applying it to your current situation. Giving yourself an excuse to leave your current situation. What's to be known about the future? 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's like the future, there's going to be stress. There's going to be conflict. And I feel like God puts you in those situations because He wants you to build character, wants you to become stronger, wants to build your faith, wants to build your persistence, wants to build your level of understanding, wants to build your trust in Him. There's so many benefits of conflict that we fail to recognize, because our natural instinct is to escape the stress. But God immerses you in the stress because He's trying to build you up so he can move you to the next level. So once you're going through these stressful moments, think to yourself, I'm growing stronger. I'm getting wiser. I'm trusting God more. Just know that you're growing. You're becoming a better person the more you deal with the stress head on and you grow. Because it's like with each level, you need to be a little bit, your spirit needs to be a little bit brighter, if that makes sense. So just know that conflict is bringing you to the next level. Instead of looking at it like something to avoid, look at it as something to conquer, because you're going to be a better human on the other side of it. And know that you're not going to succumb to it. When God brings conflict into your life, you're not going to succumb. You're not going to die. Because God loves his children, and he's not going to let them be defeated or overcome. He's going to give his children as much as they can handle. So know that when conflict approaches you, you can handle it. You have enough power inside of yourself. You have enough determination to overcome the obstacle that is presented in your life. Knowing that God is not going to give you more than you can handle. Look at that. This is a card to represent, it's just something else you need to know. Underneath all of this is the outcome. You will have emotional balance. You will figure this out, but you have to choose to do so. What needs to be known about this situation? I feel like for those that this is a work situation, this card just made me feel like within this stressful situation is new love for you. For those who are single, for those who are in a relationship, I feel like this card represents like newness in your relationship, newness in other relationships. It's like there's within this stressful situation there is emotional change. For some it will be love, a new love relationship. For some it will be freedom from depression, freedom from anxiety, freedom from like stress. Like your emotional life will shift in this situation if you stick it out. I feel like some of you are gonna make new friendships. It's like for some people that are lonely and feel like they don't have people that they can connect with, if they stick this situation out, they're gonna find their true friends and true confidants, and that's what negative energy is trying to prevent by making you think about how happy you were in the past, or how it would just be easier just to quit. Don't do that. God wants you to stay. There's blessings for you in this situation that are going to come in the form of new love, new friendships, new emotions, emotional change if you stick it out. And if this card makes me feel like you've already seen glimpses of it. You've already been shown, like, hey, I'm really getting along with this person. That's strange. Or I saw this guy, checking me out. That's strange, right? You've seen glimpses of it. There's a part of you that knows that there's something here. There's blessings here. You can feel it. But know that you're trying to be pulled away from your blessings by this desire to avoid conflict and avoid stress. So recognize what's happening. And know that you have to push forward to get to your blessings. These are your hopes and your fears. What you hope and fear is having a broken heart. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to feel disappointed. And that's natural, that's normal to want to. I think that's survival instinct, to avoid hurt, to avoid pain. It's like self-preservation. But pain is all about your ability to cope. So I would say learn ways to cope with pain and heartbreak. Like if you have conflict in the workplace, and find ways to deal with it. Like if calling your best friend to talk about it makes you feel better, do that. If vegging on the couch and watching Netflix makes you feel better, do that. This life has pain in it. You can't avoid it. What you have to learn to do is find ways to cope. Find what works for you. You can't avoid pain. You can't avoid heartbreak. It will happen. It's going to happen just by the nature of, good and evil in the world. So your best defense, one, is to put on the armor of God, and two, have, impeccable coping skills. And trust in God. He will heal every single hurt, every single scar, every single pain, every single injury, if you'll allow him. So what is the outcome? Justice. This situation that you have found yourself in, whether it be love, whether it be work, this new stressful situation, is going to be made right. The key is to stick it out, because justice will prevail. without a shadow of a doubt. But in the course of things, you have responsibility. God's Spirit is saying to you, stick this out. It's your choice whether you do so. If you do so, know new love, new friendships, new emotions will happen. You will reach a stability. You will reach a time where everything is stable, emotionally balanced, the conflict is no more, and everything, justice, will be made right. Every pain that you felt, every stressful moment will be brought into balance. People that have hurt you or hurts that you experience will be justified, or I'm not sure that's the right word, will be made right. So that is the end of my reading. I hope it is helpful to you. Please let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys so much, and appreciate you. And let's get through this together. Okay, have a wonderful day.